I logged back into Old School RuneScape after 5 years. I was completely lost. Everything had changed, new updates, new mechanics, and nothing felt familiar. So instead of trying to catch up, I started over. Fresh account, no shortcuts, just pure progress from scratch. If you're into nostalgia, fresh starts, and watching someone fumble their way back into the game, then buckle up for the journey ahead. Welcome back. We're kicking things off today at 1499 total level. We are just one level away from that big 1500 milestone. The main goal this episode is going to be grinding out the requirements for Song of the Elves. So we're going to be pushing agility, construction, herblore, hunter, mining, and woodcutting all the way to 70. It's going to be a huge grind, but every level gets us closer to unlocking the best quest, in my opinion, in all of Old School RuneScape. Also, you guys, if you find yourselves enjoying this video, please don't forget to leave a like. It really does help my tiny channel get out there to new audiences. You guys have already done so much for me this far, and I am just blown away with all the support you have given me. Thank you all so much, and I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Let's get into it. So we are going to start off the grind with construction. I think that's the move because, I mean, it's probably going to be the best for quality of life when it comes to, you know, every other grind that we need to do. It would just be nice being able to have a decent house. And we just hit 1500 total level. That is 60 construction. Too bad the butler interrupted us, so we can't see what else we can make, but we are 10 levels away. That took us about probably an hour. We were not being super efficient, but I mean, that was what, 7 levels in under an hour? 65 construction. That is 80 attack, and with 80 attack comes 100 combat. 100 combat means we can use the big boat, the veteran boat, and pest control. I don't know how many more points we get from the veteran boat from pest control, but it should help get us, you know, a little bit further along in our void grind. I had no idea that the mutated zygomites were on Fossil Island. That's going to make this task so much easier. We're taking a little bit of a break from construction. We're up to 67 construction right now, so I mean, we are making some moves. We AFK'd a little bit of woodcutting too. We're at 62 right there. Yeah, we're gonna get this task done, and then I guess we'll see what we're feeling right after that. That is our mutated zygomite task complete. 69 construction. Nice. And that is 70 construction. We did a 52 all the way to 70 with nothing but oak larders. I think we ended up making like, I don't know, 10,200 planks worth of oak larders, which was quite a bit. It only took us, I don't know, maybe 3 hours, 2.5 hours to get it done. So it really wasn't too bad of a grind. Because we are already so close to 70 mining, we're just going to come over here and AFK some shooting stars. We're just about to hit 69 right now, so it shouldn't take us too long to get to 70. And that is one more skill knocked out. 69 mining. Nice. So we've been slowly chipping away at pest control every other day, and we are finally coming up to 850 points. This is going to be the last game we need to get our first full set of void. I'm pretty sure that void goes based off of your range to level, so I'm not positive if I'm going to be doing more damage with void or not this time around. I can't really find anything that explains it to me very well. But yeah, so we're going to go pick up our void ranged right after this, and then I think we're going to get back over to mining. We only have 1,000 XP left until 70. We're going to get that done and figure out which skill we need to get to 70 next. And there it is. Time to go get ourselves some collection logs. That's 855 Void Knight points. All right, we're starting off with the Void Ranger helm. Got the gloves, got the body, and the Void Knight robe bottoms. It looks pretty good, but it will look much better once we're able to upgrade it to elite. I do want to go try to send a Vorkath really quick in this just to see if it's any better at all. It can't be much worse than our 5-minute kills that we're getting anyways, right? Our first attempt at Vorkath with normal void. I'm not expecting much, but who knows, it could surprise us. Okay, we just hit a 46. I believe our max hit before with just the regular D-hide was 42. That's an increase of 4 max hits. That's not too bad. I also feel like his little magic attacks like this are hitting way less. They're like normally smacking 30s on me, like almost every time. All right, first kill with void. It was a pretty quick kill. It was a 332 actually, it wasn't fantastic, and we got 5 rune longswords. Feel like it did go pretty smooth. We might be able to get another kill out of this inventory. We're about halfway through our food. We managed to get him down with 7 prayer points and 0 food. Or a dragon plate skirt and 92 rune dart tips, which is an extra 100k on top of that. But that was also a 5-minute and 40-second kill, so you know, it wasn't great. With those 2 kills out of the way, let's go ahead and get ourselves 70 mining. I think we have about 2,500 Stardust in the bank. We're gonna have to go check it out and see what kind of stuff we could buy with that Stardust. I think just gem packs is gonna be the move. Get a little bit of crafting XP from those. And that is 70 mining. We can now mine adamant, and that's one skill closer to Song of the Elves. We are going to hurry and get 50 fletching so that we can do the Candor and Medium Diary, and that'll give us 10% extra marks from the Seer's Agility course. I hate when you have to plant these seeds for the diaries and then sit there and wait for it to grow. Super annoying. Hopefully by the time we're done with this diary, I mean, be able to hit a few laps of the agility course and then come back and collect this up, and then yeah, we should start getting a 10% marks of grace from it. That is all the medium achievement diary tasks complete for the Candor and Medium Diary. Now we just need to wait 8 more minutes for the Catherby Limpwort to grow, and then we can go collect that, get 10% more marks of grace from the Seer's Agility course. We would do the hard diary, but we are kind of far away from some of the requirements for that. 70 fishing, we're sitting at, yeah, 54, 70 fletching, only at 50 there, so, and 75 smithing. We're pretty close on that. We could probably just boost to that one, but yeah, we're gonna hold off on the hard diary for just a minute. And this should be the medium diary complete. And it sure is. We're gonna go collect our reward. That is the Candoran headgear 2. And we get another antique lamp, which we are gonna throw straight onto Slayer. And that's gonna give us a Slayer level 65 Slayer. We can now burst Dust Devils if we ever get one of those tasks. I do think we're gonna head back over to the Colossal Worm course. I think that we were getting quite a few more marks of grace there. I don't really feel like staying here well past 70 agility just to get my full graceful. So even if the other course is a little bit less XP an hour, I just think it'll be better if we have graceful by the time we hit 70. So we're gonna head over to the Colossal Worm course. 69 agility. Nice. And that is 70 agility. I was almost spot on saying it was going to take 3 to 4 hours. We finally got it done. Unfortunately, we do not have enough for full graceful. All right, let's see how much marks of grace we're going to end up with. We have 48. I don't think that we can buy a single piece. We can't. 55 and 60. For some reason, I was thinking we were going to have more. So yeah, we're definitely going to have to go hit quite a bit more agility to afford the graceful top and legs, which is kind of rough, but that's okay. I guess that's what I get for doing wilderness agility. It was worth it at the time for all the money that it gave us, but now I kind of regret it. That's all right. We'll get it done. And that is 65 woodcutting. Woodcutting has to be the slowest skill that I've done yet. I don't know what it is about this skill, but it is just taking forever. With that being said, I think we are going to go run some Scurrius with my friend who just started Old School RuneScape. And I just got a Scurrius spine on KC6 with a rune medium helmet drop. We decided to put the spine into the bow. I don't think I've ever seen anybody use the bow. Hopefully it's not because the bow sucks, but yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. Oh, this bow is just smacking him nonstop, actually. KC number 8 for a long bone. All right, I completely forgot that we got the Void for pest control earlier, so we're going to test out the Void on Scurrius, see if that's a little bit better. I'm sure it'd be a lot better on Scurrius than it is on Vorkath, so. Scurrius Champion, that is 10 Scurrius KC. I just got Scurrius Spine number 2 on KC 12, that is 6 kills a piece for a spine. I do think the next spine we are going to use it on a staff. I want to try out the melee staff, but I do think that my melee stats are a lot better than my magic stats, so we might as well get a little bit of XP into magic. That is the cheese staff acquired. Don't buy the cheese staff with your spine. This thing is not fantastic. I think that you're probably better off going for the mace, if we're being honest here. All right, that cheese staff was absolutely terrible, so we are going to run back in with our Void ranged. That is 84 hit points on Scurrius. So I had to post my house on the house world because there's no other houses online. We caught a bot farm. All these guys were making house tabs, I think, and they're just stuck inside of my house now. Look at them all. So I do believe that it is finally time for us to try to start our hunter. I want to get going on the hunter rumors. I've never done it, but it sounds fun. Supposedly it's just Slayer for hunter. So we are going for 70 hunter, the hunter rumors. I mean, we're going to see how fast the XP is there. If it's not as fast as I was hoping it was going to be, we might just end up going with, you know, traditional hunter methods, but it might be pretty quick. I've heard it's pretty quick, so let's go try it. I do want to use my Bone Crusher for these hunter rumors, so we're going to go ahead and get our daily Bone Crusher charges in. Why did he just give me 10k? You know, I wasn't expecting that, and now I just have 10k in my inventory, and I don't want to drop it. I think we're just gonna drop it. We'll go bank it when, you know, we make it back to the bank for the next inventory bones. For each daily, if you're using dragon bones, you are going to end up with... Do we really need to get the Amulet of Ghost Speak in order to claim our... What? If you're using dragon bones and you're doing your dailies, you are going to get a total of 130 ecto tokens. We now have a total of 7,000 charges in our bone crusher, so that should get us through these hunter rumors. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to set up a block list right off the start. We're only going to be able to use the novice, but once we get 57 hunter, I believe we can use the adept. After that, we have a chance to block 2 tasks that we do not want. But yeah, right now we're just going to have to kind of suffer through the tasks. All right, we just got to finish talking to Verity, and then I believe we can get our first rumor. Okay, and it turns out we are going to go hunt barb-tailed kebbit. I have never hunted barb-tailed kebbit before, so I believe we are going to be doing a lot of stuff that we've never done with hunter before, so I'm kind of excited to start these hunter rumors. Then I believe we just hunt these until we get a rare piece of barb-tailed kebbit, I think, and then we just go turn that in, and then we complete our hunter rumor. I think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure. I watched a little video beforehand. And that is our very first hunter rumor complete. And it was a fur that we were looking for. So yeah, go turn this in, get our reward, and see what kind of rewards we get. It's just a basic one, so I'm not expecting anything crazy out of it. But, oh, you end up getting bone shards from it too? I need to go use my bone shards. I have like quite a few bone shards in the bank right now. We might be able to even hit a prayer level off of them. And we have another kebbit task, so we're going to do some more deadfall traps. So we did the first 10 hunter rumors with the novice dude. We weren't getting very good XP. We ended up getting the Quetzal whistle though, and we got it upgraded all the way to the perfected. Yeah, we just hit 57 hunter, and we're going to go test out the adept rumors right now. We are turning in our very first adept hunter rumor task. We got 3,100 XP from it. I was thinking it was going to be more. I was hoping it was going to be more, I guess, but I mean... Maybe the loot's a lot better. Let's check it out. That loot's a lot better, actually, compared to the novice one. So, I mean, I guess it's not too big of a deal to just keep hitting adept rumors. And we managed to get the Guild Hunter headwear. Look at that bad boy. Kind of ugly, but hey, I'll take it. We're going to break up the skilling just a little bit with some Scurrius. We have 2 more combat tasks that we need to get done. We need to do a perfect Scurrius, which means we have to pray flick the right prayers, and we can't get hit by his tail and, you know, all that good stuff. And we need to get the kill 6 giant rats within 3 seconds. That shouldn't be too hard to do. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and hop in this private instance, and hopefully we get them both on the same kill. So we got the perfect Scurrius, but he did not spawn a single rat that entire time, so we didn't even get a chance to do the other one. We should be able to get the pest control one done without having to worry about his different prayers and stuff. And that is the final combat achievement that we needed for Scurrius. Our combat achievements for Scurrius are now green logged. And that is 69 woodcutting. We have 1 more level to go. This woodcutting grind has been the longest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Let me tell you right now. I feel like I've been just straight up AFKing woodcutting for like 6 hours a day. Just from level 65 to 69. It's just you know, been taking a little while, but we have 1 level left to go, and then we are going to be able to move on to our next skill. We are getting so close to 70 woodcutting right now. I cannot even explain to you how long I feel like I've been woodcutting for. I've been so AFK, so inefficiently training my woodcutting. It's insane. It has taken me from 60 to 70 like 4 days. I am so glad it's coming to an end. I am kind of nervous to level up my hunter to 70 though, and there it is, level 70 woodcutting. We got it done. That is all but 2 requirements we need for Song of the Elves. All we need now is herblore and hunter. Hunter might take a little while, and then we might just have to spend a bunch of money on herblore, but we are on our way. We are gonna get it here pretty soon, I feel like. That is 60 hunter. We can now place 4 traps when we're hunting with traps. So this is where I need to decide. Since we can now place 4 traps, I do think that red salamanders might be faster than doing these rumors for now, especially since we're getting some pretty unfortunate hunter rumors. Right now, we've got quite a few falconry in a row, which are actually amazing. After we turn this rumor in, we will have 10 hunter loot sacks adept. So let's go ahead and open these up and hope for some pieces of the outfit. Here we go. Got some magic logs on that one. You get quite a few herbs from this. It's really not too bad of loot. Okay, one more. And we did not get lucky on another outfit piece. Altogether, though, off of only just 10 of these, we ended up with 212k. Also, I think I just realized that we can buy the Quetzal feed off the Grand Exchange for 5k a piece. I had no idea. That means we can go around and unlock all of these spots that we're missing. Well, this is the first time that we've had a dead allotment patch in both sides. 2 dead watermelons. Dang it. And that is 63 hunter. We can now catch red chinchompas. And with that, I do believe that we can start getting red chinchompa hunter tasks. And I really am hoping that we don't get them because I feel like that will take forever. If I remember right, hunting chinchompas red at 63 is tough. All right, that is Hespori kill count number 4. What are we going to get? I mean, we got another Addis seed and a Ranar seed. That's perfect because I've been debating on planting my Addis seed. We need to garden pie boost up, though, I believe. I think as long as that gives us 5 farming, we should be able to plant an Addis seed here. And then we'll be able to get some more yield from our herbs. Let's see. 65 hunter. We can now catch magpie implings and some sunlight moths. 5 more levels to go, and then we get to move on to herblore for our final 70 skill that we need. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or whatnot, but I really do enjoy these tracking rumors. They're really not too bad. I've never done them before, but they go by pretty quick and they give a decent amount of XP. It's definitely a lot better than the deadfall hunter rumors. Those are terrible. The spike pits, those are also terrible. So we just finished up 50 hunter rumors in a row. And I believe that we started at 56 or 57 hunter, so we've gone up to almost 67 hunter with those 50 rumors. I mean, we did a tiny bit of red salamanders, but we didn't get more than a quarter of a level, so these are actually pretty decent XP. That is 10 more hunter loot sacks, and that also brings us up to 68 hunter. 2 more levels to go. 2 more levels until 70. All right, 10 more loot bags. Can we get another piece of the outfit, please? Not lucky. Once again, that is 57 hunter rumors complete, though. We are 1 XP away from 70 hunter. 1 singular XP. Just kidding. We are 10 XP away from 70 hunter. This last chin right here is the final chin that we need to get for this grind. And there it is, 70 hunter. That took us quite a few days. I mean, I would say it probably took us maybe 3 days. It wasn't that bad of a grind, but we were definitely hitting it all day long. But we finally got it done. Now, the last thing that we need to do for Song of the Elves is get ourselves herblore. So we're probably going to go use all of our herb run supplies that we got along the way. We've been pretty decent about doing all the herb runs in between our hunter rumors. So we're going to go hit our final herb run and then, yeah, start moving on to herblore. And with that, we are finally done with them completely. We had a full red chin task. We got it done. It's time to go turn it in. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get another piece to the hunter outfit with these last 3 adept loot bags. And we did not manage to get another outfit piece. All right, from 57 hunter, I believe I started at, all the way to 70. This is what we ended up with. Throw a price check on it. We ended up with 2.2 mil. That is actually pretty crazy. And we ended up with 4,400 plus bone shards. I didn't grab those out of the bank, but yeah, so we got 1 piece of the guild hunter outfit. In order for us to be able to afford all of our herblore stuff, we are gonna have to go through and sell our loot tab, which, I mean, it's kind of sad. I like seeing it grow and all that, but I mean, it is time to be sold, and hopefully we'll have enough money to reach 70 herblore.
And with our loot tab sold off, we ended up with just over 3.2 mil. There's a little trick that you can do. You can hold Alt and you can move your inventory around. And when you do that, you can stack it right here. That way you just click the bank. I'll show you here in just a second. That way you just click the bank, deposit, take out, boom. Just like that. Makes your herblore life or whatever skilling life you're doing just a little bit easier. From the herb runs, we ended up with 418 quorum potions unfinished. I know it's not going to be a lot, but it is going to be a healthy amount for us to get started with. Hopefully that gets us at least maybe to 60. And after that, we're gonna have to start buying our potions. But yeah, let's get into this money spender, huh? That is 57 herblore, the first level of many. We are gonna be stopping at 70, and that is the last requirement we are gonna need for Song of the Elves. That is 60 herblore. We are coming up on the end of our strength potions. This should ding us 66, I believe. If not, it did, and there's 66 herblore. We can now make super defense potions, and I do think that is what we are going to make up until 70. We ended up making 2,358 super strength potions. That comes out to be 10 million. I'm gonna have to check and see how much we spent on it. I mean, I don't think we lost very much at this point, but yeah, I'll have to check. We might have actually made a little bit of money. Hang on. Well, I guess we probably made money because we farmed quite a few of those herbs, but we ended up spending just about 9 mil on these supplies, and so we didn't lose any money just because we farmed, which is beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and get these sold off and buy ourselves some supplies to make these super defense potions. Okay, we're gonna chuck these in for 9.7 mil. It looks like we are going to sell, so we instantly sold off 1,833 of them, and we ended up getting 7.6 mil back. So we're gonna go ahead and start buying the stuff we need for super defense potions. It looks like we're gonna need to buy 1,610 super defense potions. Hopefully that's not way more expensive than this, but if it is, we might just end up sticking with the super strengths. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We bought them for a total of 6.9 mil. So yeah, we got to buy ourselves the white berries. We might have to buy those just in sections because we're only left over with 722k. It looks like it's going to be 500k for the amount of white berries that we need. So yeah, we are getting just around 340k XP an hour off these super defense potions. We are climbing up quick. We have about 1,200 left, and then we will be 70. There is 69. We now make anti-fire breath potions, and that just brought us up to a total level of 1575. And with this final potion, 70 herblore, and 70 herblore means that we now have all of the skill requirements for Song of the Elves. Now we just need to go ahead and get all the quest requirements out of the way, and we will finally have access to Prif. I'm super excited to go and do Volcano, and I'm really excited to go learn the Corrupted Gauntlet as well. I know that you can make quite a bit of money in the Corrupted Gauntlet, but I'm a complete noob and it is going to take a lot of learning. All right, now we just have to chuck in all 1,600 of these defense potions, and they sell right away, which means we end up with 8.3 mil back on that. We lost about 2 mil, maybe a little bit more than 2 mil on those defense potions, but it was well worth it. We got all the way up to 70 from 66 with those defense potions in under an hour, in just about 50 minutes is what it looks like. Now we just need to go ahead and complete Regicide, Roving Elves, Morning's End Part 1 and Part 2, and then we are good to start Song of the Elves. And that's a wrap. We managed to finish off every single requirement we needed for Song of the Elves, pushing our account all the way up to 1584 total level. In the next episode, we're jumping straight into the quest itself, so you definitely don't want to miss it. If you enjoyed the progress, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.